already closed Oneida Street. They're getting ready for the stage for the NFL draft. So it is Friday. I found another community garage sale. What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. We're doing some garage sailing today. For reference on the timeline, yesterday was when I did the Sugar Bush Humboldt garage sales kind of out in the country. Today we're going to Howard, the Spring Green community garage sale. Howard is about 15 minutes from me. It's a suburb of Green Bay, and we are going to see what we can find. I did not prepare at all for this. I found out about it this morning. I woke up at 6-ish and saw a Facebook post for it. So I have one box in the back of the truck. There are 18 total sales in this subdivision, which is less than half of what we had yesterday. Of those 18, 12 of them say they're open today. One does not have their hours on the post. I don't have a physical sheet. I'm hoping they have them at the sales. So we're going to 12 or 13 sales, possibly more if there are more that aren't advertised. But I don't have all day today. I spent all day yesterday at the garage sales, and I have a ton of, wow, that was bright. I have a ton of stuff that I need to do today that I was supposed to do yesterday. So hopefully we'll blast through them fast, or I will have the capacity to decide, you know what, I'm done. I need to get my work done. I can skip these last few sales. I don't think that's gonna happen, but we can try. I'm not an early bird type of garage sailor. I'm gonna get there at 7:58. They open at 8. I know a lot of people like to early bird the sales. It just seems wrong to me. It seems like it's unfair to the other buyers. It seems like it's annoying to the people hosting the sales. Some people will knock on doors before they open at like 6 a.m. And if I were having a garage sale, I'd be super annoyed by that. So I don't do it. I know a lot of people do it. I'm not like super annoyed by people who do it, but it's just not something that I do. I feel weird showing up 2 minutes early, but I feel like that's close enough. It's so much nicer out today than it was yesterday. No wind. There's a lot of stuff here. I got these Motorola radios for $2. This, and I didn't even look them up. Probably get 30, 40 bucks. This DVD set, it's new for $3, selling for $18, and this Coach laptop bag for $1. No clue on that. And then an Ashwaubenon High School jersey for $1. At the time, I'm supposed to be rushing to get to as many sales when they first open as I can, and I don't have my wallet. I really hope it's in the car, because if it's not here, I'm just gonna have to go home and, well, go to the warehouse and just call it a day. I'll try and make an offer on all of these. So I ended up getting all the banners for 10. This is 4. It is used. I just got it for Mitch. He's really into Minecraft. And I spent 2 on this. It's going for about $18.99 on eBay. I don't even know what it is. A valve handle, I guess. Turns out there was one right next door. Look at this person parking on the driveway. That was okay yesterday because there were so many houses, or the houses were so far off the road. So nothing here, but the one before that, there's one like 2 houses down. The one before that, someone found a bucket, like an ice cream pail full of vintage like Hot Wheels cars. They looked older, in the free box, and I was so annoyed that I didn't get that. Nothing here today, although someone just took their garbage can out. Looks like garbage has already been picked up. So I either threw away 35 bucks or I scored. I have no idea, but I've seen other resellers pick this stuff up. Let me show you. I need to get more money. I've got small bills and I've got big bills. I don't have anything in between. So I'm pulling up a little closer too. So I got all these Jurassic World dinosaurs. They're all stamped on the foot. There are a whole bunch of them in here, and this giant one for 35. This is cool. Not really worth much. Got a pair of Columbia shoes for $2. They're in really nice shape. They're nothing super exciting online, but should be a solid 30 bucks. Lots of decent stuff in there, but nothing for me. There's one right across the street. Spent $1 each on these. I think this was going for like 15, and this is like 10. And then 10 bucks on this hiking bag. Should get 65 for it. All right, we got a whole row of them here. There was a new set of Harry Potter books for 25. They're going for about 30, 35 on eBay. She told me if you can find a set under 50 bucks online, I'll drop the price. So I pulled up eBay. She was willing to drop them to 20 though, so I passed. Nothing there, so I think this is the last one of the big stretch.
Perfect.
I wish it.
Sales like this make me really want to get the like chest-mounted GoPro. There's a box full of like monster trucks, a basket full of them. She wanted 150 bucks. They're not old or anything. She's like, well, they were like $5 each in the store. I was like, yeah, I was gonna offer like 20. And to be completely honest, I wanted to offer 10. And then the Onkyo receiver, they had an eBay listing for 500. So I told her, you know, that's just what someone's asking. They're selling for like $100. And I said, you can pull up what they're actually selling for on eBay rather than what people are asking. She's like, yeah, well, what about half that? I said, no, they're selling for $100. I could make a listing right now. She's like, oh, well, they're asking 500. I said, I can make a listing right now for $1 million. That doesn't mean it's going to sell for that. She's like, well, we'll stick with 250 for now because it's the first day. Normally, if there's like pictures of eBay prices, I still talk to them because that doesn't mean they're trying to get that. In this case, they were insane. But it looks like there's one more in this little grouping that I must have missed. Nothing at any of these for me. But I forgot, in one of the sales over here, I saw a snowblower in the back. It wasn't for sale, but she had mentioned that it was one of the ones in the airport. So that snowblower was probably in a whole bunch of Resale Rabbit videos. When I was looking at the monster trucks, there was a couple, I don't know if they're viewers or what the deal is. I saw them yesterday at the other sales I went to, but they told the lady, don't sell it to him, he'll put it on TV. And I don't know if they just saw me filming and assume it's a TV show or something, or if they're confusing YouTube with TV, or if maybe they follow me on YouTube. I have no idea, but if you do follow me on YouTube, hi. Oh, and to be clear, they were joking when they said don't sell it to him. They weren't like seriously angry or anything. There's a bat in there that looked pretty nice, but it was in a really rough shape. If it were a nicer shape, I would have bought it. I mean, I guess I don't know what their asking price is, but it's selling for about 40. According to the sheet, this one's open today, and they've got a sign up. Doesn't look like anybody's home though. Nothing here. It's worth note, I never really do too well at these sales. The reason I go to the spring green sales every year is because I've been itching all winter to go. And I don't know if this neighborhood is just bad for garage sales, or my theory, it's usually the first one of the year, so everybody's out. I almost missed this one. It says self-serve on the thing, and it looks like it's probably just kids' clothes. It's really just Halloween costumes and party favors. Nobody's here. It's there's a little box on the porch where you leave the money. So that's interesting. I guess if they don't care, if it's something like, oh, I was gonna give all this stuff to Goodwill. If a few people are honest, I'll get a few bucks and don't have to haul it. That makes sense. All right, we've got one sale left in this neighborhood. This is a quick one. This one is a little further away from the rest. But it's on the same street and it's on the map. I'm guessing these signs are pointing towards it. Usually the ones that are far away from the cluster you have a better shot at, assuming they have decent stuff. Just because it looks like it's gonna be all kids stuff. Because less people are gonna go to it. This is clever. A very motivated wife sold me this box of decoys for 10 bucks. So I went to 13 sales, bought from 6 of them, and spent 82 bucks. Not amazing, but it's only 9:30, so I can go back to work and get everything I need to do done for the day. So we're not done yet. I saw a sign for one on the way to the warehouse. We're pretty close to the warehouse at this point. The sign said huge sale. It doesn't look huge to me. I don't think she's getting a lot of sales. When I said I have a good day as I was leaving, she sounded very disappointed. Yep, you too. The dinosaur setup was really cool. I wish these had like a model number or something. I don't even know what to look up. I don't want to buy any more until I start listing the ones I have, because they could be... I mean, eBay's image search is terrible. I haven't tried Google Lens yet, so we'll try that next, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find what these are. So I'm driving back and I saw another sign like a block away pointing into a neighborhood, so I'm turning around. I wonder where the sale is. That wacky wavy floating inflatable arm tube man is much larger than mine. So nothing for me here. They're storage unit buyers, and I've chatted with them at a whole bunch of storage auctions back when you can do them in person. So that was kind of cool. Obviously, all the good stuff for eBay, they're selling on eBay. I think I've been to a sale back here before, because I think there's a trailhead here that I found out about. Maybe not. It's in this area. This almost looks like they're having a garage sale. Just a bunch of junk in the front yard. Another thing about these early garage sales, early in the season, that I think might be the reason they don't do so well is, I mean, it's still cold. It's 46 degrees today. It's not and we very well could get snow. Not today, but this time of year. So I think the people doing it, they're doing it because they need some money. So it's not like later in the season where, we'll get rid of some stuff, maybe we'll make a couple of bucks. I think the people who are starting the second they can is, we need money, so we're selling it now. And those type of people, they typically don't have the best stuff, because the items worth money, they sell, throughout the year on like Marketplace and stuff. That's my guess, at least. All right, I saw another sign. Let's go check it out. At this rate, I should make it back to the warehouse by tomorrow. So we got a sale sign on both of these, pointing that way. The other one's pointing that way, but a couple of different addresses. But as of now, they're both pointing in the same direction. All right, so we got one to the left here. Looks like one up there. Nothing here. She looked really familiar, though. I think it was another storage unit buyer. There should be at least one more over here somewhere, but I thought there was a second one, or a third one if you count the one I was just at. So I spent $15, 5 a piece. The stove's going for about 40. This Fitbit's going for 40, 50. This one's going for 25, 30. So I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna add a couple of clips from a Patreon video from last week, because it wasn't really pulling orders, but it was something that I thought was really neat, and I wasn't filming a video at the time, so it ended up on the Patreon video. But I'll add that. Otherwise, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. All right, we gotta go run a little errand. Saw something on Marketplace, and I messaged them, and I'm gonna go pick it up now. It's not anything super exciting, but it should be pretty profitable and a pretty quick seller. Also, since I just got back from Planes to Profit, where I've been vlogging the whole time, I'm in vlog mode, so this is gonna feel more like a... Where are my keys? There we go. It's gonna feel more like a vlog. That was $10. And it was quick too. From the time I left the warehouse, picked it up, and got back to the warehouse, 13 minutes. And now it is listed. We'll see if it sells today. So 22 minutes ago, I bought the item and 22 minutes ago is when I walked in the door with the toner cartridge. 19 minutes ago is when I listed it. It's sold. So I don't normally like showing sold items the day before I ship them, but look at that, $99.99. I'm getting 90 bucks after fees. It'll probably cost about 10 to ship, so 80, and then 10 was my cost. $70 profit in half an hour, we'll say. So I got a package from a viewer today. The address just says, or the return address just says the last name. So we'll see if there's a first name so I know who to thank. I don't like saying people's last names on video here. All right, I'm a little washed out by that light. Let's open this up and see what we've got. Making sure I'm not accidentally showing the return address. We've got a note. Ooh. A Packers Rubik's Cube. Speed Cube, because I don't think they can say Rubik's Cube. That's kind of cool. And it's got kind of some neat logos on here. And then a note. Enjoy the vids. If you have one of these, then just throw it in your sale. I do not have one of these, so I appreciate it, Ken. I don't think I'm gonna take it out of the package. I think I'm just gonna display it. We don't have to get that sticker off. Is there a date on here? I don't see a date. It does look a little older, but not super old. If I were to guess, I would say maybe 10 years out of production. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need a heat gun to take that off. But this is cool. I appreciate it, Ken. So, got a package today. Came from all the way from Australia. I'm curious. It is a Uline box, though. Made in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. This box has been everywhere. It's had a nice little vacation. I hope whatever it is isn't damaged. The box is a little crushed in here from shipping. So this is from Peter from Australia, the Great Down Under. We've got fancy shiny bubble wrap, and in it, let's see, this could be horrible. Pineapple, by the way, here's my daily pineapple. Pineapple chocolates. Let's see, we've got a note here on top. Let me take a look at what this is. It says, "G'day, Rabbit." I love it. I hope you enjoyed the last box of Australian candy I sent you. I found a couple of cute items that I thought you would like, plus some more chocolate. The cap is from a rugby league team down here called South Sydney Rabbitohs, who are owned by Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, the man who got punched in the head by Patrick Murphy. And the team's local members. I thought the cap was suitable for you with free advertising too. I hope you enjoyed the little block toy putting the little block toy together, and now he can join your collection on the shelf in your office. Keep up the great videos, from Pete. So we've got a pineapple. It's like off-brand Lego. I don't know if this is an Australian brand or just off-brand. A little pineapple guy. And then this must be the hat. This is awesome. It looks just like my logo. They probably ripped off my logo. So let's switch these here. What do you think? Packer green, almost Packer green. So that is awesome. I appreciate the package, Pete. I had Peter in my head because that's what it said on the box. I'm really nervous to try these. I think I'm going to wait until I can try one with Christiana, because, to be honest, this sounds terrible. Pineapple and chocolate. I can't picture those two flavors going together, but we will try them. But I appreciate it.